Hey you guys, so in this video I'm going to be talking all about the rave and festival fashion trends that I personally think are going to be huge in 2020. Hey you guys, so in today's video, I really just wanted to sit down and sort of take a look back at this year to project forward what I think is going to be some really big trends in rave and festival clothing and fashion. This just seems to keep growing in popularity, and I think that there were some really cool moments that happened this year, and I continue to see it push and evolve and get bigger, and more people are getting involved, and I really can't wait to see what exciting things are going to come out in 2020. So I just wanted to have like a really casual chit chat kind of video, give you guys my thoughts on some of the trends that happened this year and what I really think is going to be big next year and what I'm excited about. If you guys are new to my channel and you're just checking out my first video here, my name is Emma Kapotes. I am a content creator in the music festival and EDM community. I also host a weekly podcast called Rave Culture Cast. It comes out every Wednesday. If you guys are interested, definitely go check that out. I will have some links down below to listen. But anyway, if you guys are new here, I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe, give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more videos like this from me, and yeah, come join the family, come hang out, go watch some more videos. All right, so I think I just want to jump right into this. Usually I have like a script written out for myself and I try and like hit on all the points, but this is just going to be very casual. Also, do you guys like my new Dirty Bird jersey? I wanted to be very like laid back and comfortable in this video because we're going to be talking about some things. So I wrote down some things. What was big this year in music festival, like fashion and rave fashion? Animal print. I think in general animal print had a really big year, leopard print in particular, but we saw a lot of that in matching sets and outfits and jackets and bodysuits and all of the above. That also falls under the category of like cowboy. There was a lot of cow print, cowboy hats, like cowboy kind of themed outfits. That was really big. Chaps, like all that kind of stuff. Another one I would say is mesh. Mesh kind of like evolves over time. I feel like it can kind of always work depending on what like type of clothing it is, but I did see a lot of mesh this year and like see-through things happening. What else? Captain's hats. Festival hats have sort of been growing. Headwear I think in general has been growing, but I DIY'd my own captain's hat. I'll put a card up in here if you guys want to check that out. But definitely a lot of hats this year and headpieces. I put BDSM, but I mean like leather cutouts, very little to no clothing. I feel like there was a lot of that. Definitely way more expressive, skimpier pieces this year. Some things that to me were inspired a little bit more by like fetish wear. I feel like that's kind of like been a thing this year. And then I put checkerboard. I wore I think 2 checkerboard outfits or 1, but yeah, that was huge this year. You saw checkerboard everywhere, and those are just a couple to name a few, but that's what you saw in 2019. Now there's been some stuff coming out towards the end of the year here that I think is going to continue into like early 2020 and some of the first festivals that will kick off festival season like in March, April. The first thing I want to start with is fancy footwear. I feel like people are really starting to step up their footwear for festivals, which we're friends here, guys. I'm just going to give you my honest opinion and tell you how I feel because I'm always honest with you, but I am a practical person. Like to me, I tried out these Demonia like huge platform shoes. I'll put a picture up in here because they became very trendy this year, and you know, I saw a lot of my friends who are fellow content creators and influencers, you know, wearing these really cool shoes and different styles and patterns, and they have buckles and they're platforms, and I was like, you know what, I need to step up my shoe game. I bought them and didn't wear them for the longest time because when it came down to it, I was like, I want to be comfortable and I want to dance and I want to shuffle, and I can't fucking do any of the things I love in these shoes, even though they're beautiful and they're gonna look good in a photo. I finally wore them to day 1 of EDC Orlando, and they were a million times more comfortable than I thought they were gonna be. So they definitely are wearable for festivals. 100% could be an option. Would I wear them all 3 days of a festival? No, but they're definitely like an option. They weren't as bad as I thought they would be. However, I just think that stepping up my like footwear game in 2020, I'm personally going to stick to more like platforms that are shorter. I have these sneakers that I wear to every show that like are a much smaller platform. To me, I'm just more practical but I do see a lot more fancy footwear happening in 2020. I think we're gonna see more of these cool platform boots and chains and all different kinds of buckles and all of the things, crazy colors. Yeah, I just see people getting like more expressive with their shoes, because in the past, you know, I've been preaching here on my channel when I give people festival tips, the number one thing everyone says is wear comfortable shoes because you're gonna be on your feet for hours. So anyway, that is one of the things that I think is gonna be big in 2020. I also have on here more feminine wear. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but there was like a huge pickup in like skirts towards the end of this year, which I'm personally a fan of. I never would have thought like I would wear a skirt to a festival, but you've seen all of these rave clothing companies all of a sudden coming out with skirts, whether see-through or not, just little tie ones, or like just normal skirts that you can wear, skater skirts, and dresses. So I think that's going to continue, because I feel like it's kind of this cute dichotomy of being like practical and dancing and sweating, but then also girly and cute and wearing something that you would wear for like a night out, but to a festival, which you wouldn't normally put those two things together. So I think we're gonna keep seeing more skirts, more dresses, more feminine kind of styles. I'm here for it. I actually wanted to buy a skirt this year and I didn't get around to it, but I could definitely see myself maybe possibly wearing a skirt next year if I maybe possibly already bought some. I don't know, you guys. You'll just have to stay tuned. The next one is body art and stickers. So that was becoming a big thing. I forget who it was. It might have been Shop Easy Tiger. Freedom Raver had some stuff on their website. I also just got these from Lunatics and I had to show them because I'm obsessed with butterflies, but they sent me these temporary tattoos. Yeah, this is gonna be on me at a festival next year. So I can just definitely see people wearing more like body stickers, body art. Flash tattoos were a huge thing like years ago. I wore them to Izu one year, but I can definitely see more like body art starting to happen as a trend in 2020. The next thing is biodegradable glitter. So I will be the first person to confess, I have shown glitter on my channel. I've done glitter hauls, glitter reviews, and I have never used biodegradable glitter. And it was something that I knew about, but I wasn't really fully comprehending my impact on the environment and what I was telling people to purchase. And I think literally within the last month there have been more studies coming out about how harmful glitter is and the plastics that are just like being washed out into the ocean. So I need to correct that. That's something I'm admitting I personally need to work on, because I do have a full collection of glitter that I would hate to throw away. But I want to use more biodegradable glitter next year, and I think that just in general plastic is something that we're moving away from. So I can definitely see companies like really pushing biodegradable glitter, and for a good reason. Okay, another thing I want to mention, again with the bottoms, pants, bell bottoms, huge. I saw so many companies coming out with their own versions of bell bottoms this year. I used to wear bell bottoms all the fucking time in elementary school in like the 90s, which was really popular. But I actually, yeah, I wore bell bottoms from LC and Fred. It was a matching set to EDC Orlando, and they were so fucking cute. They were all sequin orange, and they were a little bit mesh too, so you could see through them. So I do see pants still continuing to be a big thing, especially like in the winter here. If you have winter festivals, long sleeves and pants are the way to go. And having like a more see-through kind of thing is still like a little cute. You can maybe see your bottoms through it. But yeah, I definitely see pants still continuing to be a trend. Reflective pants, chaps, any sorts of forms of things like that. Okay, chains. Chains on chains, body chains, harnesses, skirts, all of them. Like I said before, I think there was a pickup this year a little bit in sort of like this BDSM fetish wear kind of trend that's happening with like leather and garter belts and body chains. I think we're gonna see more of it. I actually just ordered my first body chain from Etsy. It's like a choker and it kind of like goes down and like under your boobs. It was really cute. So I can't wait to get that in. But I think people are just gonna have more fun with body jewelry in general. You know, I wear candy and pearlers that I make myself, but I think it's cool to support some Etsy shops and yeah, just to rock some different stuff. Like moon body chains is one that I know my friend Vibe with Aid has used, It's just a pretty accessory. You can have like things on your neck, on your shoulder, the garters, things like that. Yeah, I just think we're gonna see more out of the norm body accessories in 2020. Okay, reflective wear I think is gonna be huge. It's kind of huge right now, so I'm curious to see if it just like expands or if it kind of has its moment in winter and then like dies down. That might be the case, but Freedom Rave Wear just launched a huge reflective line. I know so many other companies are doing it. Glitter Romance, I'm pretty sure, had a really cute line of like tops and bottoms that I was like obsessed with for a while there. So yeah, I think reflective patterns are really big, and it's cool, especially for festivals and stuff when you're taking pictures, doing videos and things like that. It just like looks really awesome at nighttime when all the lights are hitting it and when you're taking flash photography. So I do think we're gonna see the reflective fashion trend continue. So this last one I did say for last for a reason, because it's gonna be a little lengthier and I did want to just start an open conversation with you guys. So I'm very curious to hear your thoughts in the comments and my fellow content creators, because this one is definitely something I want to chat with you guys about as well. One thing that I think has started to grow that I've noticed is there's obviously been a lot of support for smaller businesses and shops, which is incredible. As I've gotten more involved in this community, I've learned more about rave clothing and festival fashion, and I've started to discover Etsy shops or, you know, clothing companies that are running on Instagram or whatever that are not these like top chain places that everybody knows about and everybody buys from. It's great because you'll find more unique outfits and you'll be able to support businesses and people who have families to feed and, you know, they're doing everything themselves, or it's them and their husband or them and their daughter, whatever. I think it's really cool to just go and support those companies. Here's my thing about it though. Again, like one thing I've just noticed is that like there seems to be this thing in the festival community in particular where I feel like a lot of other content creators just know so many of these shops or are friends with them, or, you know, they're just like always talking about supporting smaller businesses, which is really incredible. But I always feel like so much pressure then that I need to know all these companies and I should always be finding like new places to shop from and the most unique outfits and always wearing something new. And if I don't shop from a small business and say I buy something from a bigger chain, then, you know, am I a dickhead for not supporting a smaller business? You know, I just have noticed that I felt this pressure to, yeah, like use these smaller companies because like, am I a bad person if I don't and I want to buy something from like a bigger chain? So it's just something that I've kind of noticed in the community, and I 1000% if and when I can want to buy from Etsy shops, buy from, you know, female run companies, which I think is fucking awesome. But on the occasion, if I need an accessory or want something that I see online that I really love that's from a bigger company, like I shouldn't feel bad about wanting to buy that and incorporate it into my outfit. So I'm just curious to see how that changes in 2020. I am excited to see some of these companies though, like Rolita Couture, for example, exploding and getting bigger. It's really cool. What are some other ones? Rave After Rave, Glitter Romance, Lime Blonde, like Tasteful Girls, like all these ones that I've just became familiar with this year. Like I had no idea what these were a year before. Yeah, so I just wanted to say like it's a learning process. I think they're going to be a bigger thing in 2020. But it's just something I've personally dealt with where I'm like, I feel pressure to like know all these places to shop from, and like, am I not a good content creator if I'm not telling you guys to buy from these smaller shops? So it's just been like an interesting thing, and I wanted to open that up to conversation with you guys because I'm curious to hear from other content creators as well. How they feel buying from bigger corporations versus smaller shops. So anyway, that is my thoughts on the state of rave and festival fashion and where I think it's gonna go in 2020. Again, very excited. I love buying clothing for festivals and for raving. I buy it more than normal clothes now at this point, and it's just been so much fun putting together outfits and things like that. So I hope you guys enjoy the videos that I work on that are about rave fashion. Again, please leave me comments down below, guys. What are your predictions for 2020? I want to hear what you think is going to be a big trend. And I think that's all I have for you guys. I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe. Again, please come back, watch some more videos, share this with your friends today, and give it a big thumbs up if you want to see more videos like this from me. I kind of like the more just like chatty, sit down videos where we get to just have a nice conversation. So anyway, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you have an awesome new year and happy holiday, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.